Good morning, everybody. This is Shyam, Assistant Professor in Civil Department, Chevrolet Engineering College. A subject is Geotechnical Engineering 1 on Lecturer 4. In this topic is three-phase diagram problems. So, phase diagram already we discussed in previous classes. So, soil mass in general is three-phase system composed of solid, liquids, and gaseous phases. In different phases present in soil mass cannot be separated. The diagrammatic representation of the different phases in soil mass is called the phase diagram or block diagram. So here partially saturated system, total volume indicates in different portions, solids, water and air. In solid portion in volume is volume of solids, it is indicated Vs, and water portion is Vw, volume of water, and air portion in Va, it is the volume of air. Next, if totally added these three portions, then equal to the total volume. Vs plus Vw plus Va, volume of solids plus volume of water plus volume of air equal to V. It is the total volume. And volume of water and volume of air is added to, and it is equal to volume of Vv, means volume of voids. Here weights, solids, waters and air. In solids case, weight of solids, and water, weight of water, and air, weight of air. These three portions added in equal to total weight. So first problem, in soil sample of saturated clay has a diameter of 50 mm and height of 100 mm. The mass of saturated sample is 220 grams, and its mass when oven dried is 150 grams. Here find the three contents. First one, find water content of the clay. Second one is the void ratio. And third one is the dry density of solid. Next, assume specific gravity of solids as 2.7. Then go to solution, write the given data. So first one, mass of saturated of soil sample. Mass of saturated is indicated to M saturation. So it is 220 grams. The mass of saturated sample is 220 grams. And next one, mass of oven dried of soil sample. It is indicated to MS. It is equal to 150 grams. in these two values, then find out the mass of water in soil. So therefore, mass of water in soil MW equal to mass of saturated of soil minus mass of oven dry soil. So 220 minus 150 equal to 70 grams. So here find out the three contents. First one is water content of the clay. First point, water content of sample W equal to WW by WS is the formula of the water content. Multiply with 100. So mass of the water and mass of the solids. Mass of the water is 70 grams divided by mass of solids is 150 grams. So multiply with 100. Then finally water content is in percentage 46.67 percentage. Next, second one is the volume of sample. V equal to, here given the diameter 50 mm and height is 100 mm. Then formula is volume pi by 4 into d square into L. So pi by 4 diameter is 50 mm. It's converted to centimeters 5 and height is 100 mm and convert into centimeters 10. Then substitute in d value and L value. D is 5 centimeters and L is means height 10 centimeters. Pi by 4 into 5 square into 10. So volume of the sample is 196.35 cubic centimeters. And volume of water equal to MW by rho W. MW means mass of water and rho W is unit weight of the water. In dry portion, dry density of water. So mass of water is 70 grams. It is rho W 1 gram per cubic centimeters. Then finally VW equal to 70 cubic centimeters. For saturated soil of sample, VV equal to VW, it is equal to 70 cc. Volume of whites equal to volume of water. Here volume of air is 0. Then VV equal to VW equal to 70 cubic centimeters. So volume of solids equal to total volume minus VW. This formula coming from total volume. V equal to Vs plus VW plus VA. Here VA equal to 0. Then finally Vs equal to V minus VW. Then total volume is 196.35 minus volume of water is 70 equal to 126.35 cubic centimeters. Then finally we find out the white ratio E equal to volume of whites by volume of solids. Volume of whites is 70 and volume of solids is 126.35. Then substitute and finally white ratio equal 0.55. Last third one is the dry density. Dry density is equal to rho d equal to rho d by 1 plus W, where rho d equal to rho saturation means G plus E by 1 plus into gamma W. Gamma W equal to unit weight of the water. Rho d equal to substitute specific gravity is already given in problem 2.7 plus E equal to, we find out in the second point 0.55, 1 plus 0.55, and unit weight of the order is 1. Then rho t equal to 2.09 gram per cubic centimeters. Hence rho t equal to, so substitute the rho t value in equation. Rho t equal to 2.09 divided by 1 plus W, 1 plus 0.4667. W means water content. Water content is 46 percentage. So 0.46 into 67. Then finally rho t equal to 1.425 gram per cubic centimeters. Next we go to next problem. A clayey soil with specific gravity of 2.7 has natural moisture content of 16 percentage at 70% degree of saturation. What will be the its water content if after soaking and degree of saturation becomes 90 percentage? So first we solve this problem. First given data, right? If the first case given specific gravity G equal to 2.7 and W water content 16 percentage and degree of saturation S equal to 70 percentage. We know the E equal to W by G into S. It is the formula of hydration. So 0.16 into W is water content in percent, convert into value 0.16 into specific gravity. 2.7 divided by degree of saturation is 70 percentage, means 0.7 equal to 0.617. It is the E value. In the second case, since degree of saturation is within, so here 90 percentage, void ratio is will be same in the previous case. So here formula S equal to WG, W equal to SC by G. Then degree of saturation is 90% and 0.9 into 0.617 divided by 2.7 is the specific gravity. Then finally water content is the 20%, 20.57 percentage. Next problem is a soil sample has wet density of 20 kilonewton per meter cube and dry density of 18 kilonewton per cubic meter. If the specific gravity of the soil is 2.67, calculate the void ratio, porosity, and moisture content and degree of saturation. Assume unit weight of water equal to 10 kilonewton per cubic meter. Solution. First, write the given data. So wet density, gamma wet means gamma T equal to 20 kilonewton per cubic meter. Next one, dry density, gamma D equal to 18 kilonewton per meter cube. And specific gravity is capital G equal to 2.67. We know the dry density formula gamma D equal to G into gamma W by 1 plus E. Gamma W means unit weight of the water. It is 10 kilonewton per cubic meter. And gamma D is the dry density 18 kilonewton per cubic meter. And G is the specific gravity 2.67. So we find out the in void ratio small e. So 1 plus e equal to 2.67 into 10 by divided by 18. Then finally e equal to 0.483. It is the void ratio. Next one, we find out the porosity. We know that the porosity N equal to E divided by 1 plus E. E means void ratio. Void ratio is 0.483. So substitute in E value in this formula. So 0.483 divided by 1 plus 0.483. It is equal to 0.326. So we find out the first one is the void ratio and the second one is the porosity. Next one, water content. So we have the dry density gamma D equal to gamma T by 1 plus W. Gamma T means wet saturation of the soil. Gamma D is the dry density, W is the water content. So dry density value is the 18, wet saturation value is the 20 kilonewton per cubic meter. So substitute in this formula 1 plus W equal to 20 divided by 18. Then W equal to 11.11 percentage. It is the water content percentage. Next, finally, we find out the saturation. So using the relation is SC equal to W into G. SC equal to W G by E. So W here water content and G is the specific gravity, E is the void ratio. We know the three values. Water content is 0.11 multiply with specific gravity 2.67 divided by E is the void ratio 0.483. Then finally saturation is equal to 0.614 in percentage 61.4 percentage. Next one, borofit and borofill problems. An embankment is to be constructed. The soil is to be compacted to at maximum dry density of 18 kilonewton per cubic meter at optimum moisture content equal to 15 percentage. The in situ bulk density and water content in borrow pit are 17 kilonewton per cubic meter and 18%, 8% respectively. How much excavation should be carried out in the borrow pit for the each cubic meter of embankment? Assume specific gravity capital G equal 2.7 and unit weight of the water gamma W equal to 10 kilonewton per cubic meter. Solution. Here two parts divided, borrow pit one and second one is the embankment. In borrow pit, gamma 1 equal to 17 kilonewton per cubic meter. It is the bulk density. Next, water content is 0.08. and specific gravity is 2.7. And next one, embankment. Gamma D is the dry density 18 kilonewton per cubic meter. Next one, water content is 15 percentage, W2 equal to 0.15, and gamma W is the unit weight of the water is 10 kilonewton per cubic meter. So first one for fill, gamma D2 equal to gamma 2 divided by 1 plus W2. Gamma D2 means dry density. Here find out the bulk density, and water content is 0.15. So finally gamma 2 equal to 18, and water content is 0.15. Substitute gamma 2 equal to 20.7. So 18 into 1 plus 0.15. Then finally gamma 2 equal to 20.7 kilonewton per cubic meter. Gamma D2 into 1 plus W2. Then gamma 2 equal to 18 into 1 plus W2 0.15. So gamma 2 equal 20.7. Next one, void ratios in borrow pit and embankment. Gamma 1 equal to G into 1 plus water content 1 divided by 1 plus void ratio into gamma W unit weight of the water. So gamma 1 is the bulk density is 17, specific gravity is 2.7, and water content is 0.08, and gamma W water unit weight of the water 10. Then this value is substituted in formulas. So here E equal to void ratio 0.7153. In this borrow pit void ratio and embankment void ratio E2. So gamma 2 equal to G into 1 plus W2 1 plus E2 into gamma W. Here dry density gamma 2 equal 20.7. So it's 2.7. 1 plus water content is 0.15 and multiply unit weight of the water 10. Then finally void ratio E2 equal to 0.5. This is the embankment void ratio. Volume of solids will be remain same in both borrow pit and fill. So we find out here Vs, volume of solids in borrow pit and fill. So V1 by 1 plus C1 equal to V2 by 1 plus E2. So first one we find out the volume 1, V1 equal to 1 plus E1 divided by 1 plus C2 into multiply volume 2, and substitute the void ratios values. V1 equal to 1 plus E1 means 0.7153. 1 plus E2 value is the 0.5, and V2 is the 1 cubic meter. Then finally V1 equal to 1.143 cubic meters. Hence the volume of excavation from the borrow pit is 1.143 cubic meters for each cubic meter of the embankment. Here only 1 cubic meter. Then finally, how many cubic meters excavation? So each cubic meter 1.143. We are excavated the soil. Next problem. The soil in Baro pit has wide ratio of 0.9. A fill of volume 20,000 cubic meter has to be constructed with an in place dry density of 19.2 kilonewton per cubic meter. If the owner of Baro pit to be compensated at rate 2.5 rupees per cubic meter of excavation, determine the cost of compensation. Take specific gravity G equal to 2.68 and gamma W equal to 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter. So first one we write them given data and Baro pit and fill. First one Baro pit E1 equal to means wide ratio 0.9. First one wide ratio is 0.9. Second one specific gravity G equal to 2.68 and gamma W unit weight of water is 9.81. Then fill portion gamma 2 equal to gamma D2 equal to sorry it is no gamma 2 it is not given only this gamma D2 dry density gamma D2 equal to 19.2 kilonewton per cubic meter for fill gamma D2 dry density equal to G into gamma W by 1 plus E2. We know the gamma D2 value and G value and E value. We find out the E value. So 1 plus E2 equal to G into gamma W by gamma D2. Then specific gravity is 2.68 multiply specific unit weight of the water is 9.81 and gamma D2 dry density is 19.2. It is 1.37. So E equal to 1 minus 1.37. Then finally E2 equal to 0.37. It is the wide ratio in fill portion. Next, the volume of soil solids will remain same in both Baro pit and fill. So volume of solids equal to volume divided by 1 plus C1 equal to volume 2 divided by 1 plus wide ratio 2. So we find out V1 equal to 1 plus E1 divided by 1 plus E2 into V2 is the 20,000 cubic meters volume. So 1 plus E1 value is 0.9 and 1 plus E2 value is 0.37 and V2 value is 20,000. Then substitute all values. Then final we will volume V1 equal to 27,737.3 cubic meters. Next one, cost of compensation to be given the owner of Baro pit Here 2.5 rupees per cubic meter given. Total volume is the 27,737. So multiply 2.5 into 27,737.3. So total cost of compensation is 69,343.25 rupees. It is the cost of compensation to be given owner of the borrow pit. Next problem. Soil is to be excavated from the borrow pit which has a density of 1.75 grams per cubic meter and water content of 12 percentage. The specific gravity of soil particles is 2.7. The soil is compacted to the water content is 18% and dry density is 1.65 grams per cubic meters. For 1000 cubic meter of soil is fill. Estimate here two contents. One is the quantity of the soil to be excavated from the pit in cubic meters, and second one is the amount of water to be added. So also determine the wide ratios of the soil in borrow pit and fill. So borrow pit it is the one and fill is the two. Density is rho 1 equal to 1.75 gram per cubic centimeters and water content is 12 percentage and specific gravity is 2.7. Then fill portion volume is 1000 cubic meters V2 and W2 water content is 18 percentage and rho D2 equal to 1.65 gram per cubic centimeters. It is the dry density. So first one we find out the quantity of soil to be excavated from the pit. Rho D1 equal to rho 1 divided by 1 plus W1 equal to G into rho W divided by 1 plus E1. So here rho 1 equal to 1.75 divided by 1 plus water content is 12 percentage, so 0.12 and specific gravity 2.7. Unit weight of the water is 1 plus 1 plus E1. So then finally wide ratio E1 is equal to 0.728 and rho dry density equal to G rho W divided by 1 plus E2. Then rho dry density is 1.65. Next specific gravity 2.7 into density of water 1 plus E2. E2 is the second one wide ratio. Then finally E2 equal to 0.636. We note that the volume of solids in borrow of it and fill the same. So Vs equal to V1 by 1 plus E1 equal to V2 by 1 plus E2. Then volume E1 in borrow fit 1 plus E1 divided by 1 plus E2 into V2. Then V1 equal to here E1 is means wide ratio 0.728 and V2 is the 0.636. Substitute E1 and E2 values and volume to V2 is the 1000 cubic meters and final V1 value is the 1056.23 cubic meters. Hence 1056.23 cubic meters of soil is to be excavated from the borrow pit. Next one, We find out the after adding unit weight of the water. So we know that the volume of soils Vs2 equal to volume divided by 1 plus E2. So total volume is 1000 cubic meters divided by void ratio in second portion 0.636. So substitute 1000 divided by 1 plus 0.636. Then volume of solids equal to 611.25 cubic meters. Next one, weight of solids. Weight of solids is indicated to Ws. Ws equal to Vs into gamma S. So Vs into gamma S equal to G into gamma W. Vs is the volume of solids, G is the specific gravity, and gamma W is the unit weight of the water. So already we find out the volume of solids is 611.25. So substitute Vs plus and G is the specific gravity 2.7 and gamma W unit weight of the water is 9.81. Finally Ws is the 16,190.18 kilonewtons. It is the weight of the solids. Next one, moisture content W. Now moisture content W1 is equal to weight of water by weight of solids. So we find out the W1 and W2 weight of water in fit and weight of water in fill. So weight of water in fit W1 equal to W1 into Ws. So moisture content into weight of solids. Moisture content is in pit portion 12%, so 0.12 multiply with Ws is the 16,190. Then weight of the water pit WW1 equal to 1942.8. And similarly weight of the water in fill WW2 equal to W2 into Ws. Here water content in fill portion 18%, so 0.18 into weight of solids is 16,190.18. Then finally W2 means weight of water in fill 2,914.23 kilonewtons. So total amount of water is added. Weight of water in pit portion minus weight of water in fill portion. So 2,914 minus 2.3 minus 1,942.8. Then finally total amount of water in kilonewtons 971.43 are in kgs 99.02 into 10 power 3 kgs. It is the total amount of water added in solids. So it's completed problems. Any doubts? Thank you very much. Ask any doubts.